I've been a Steelers fan for about 15 years,
Okay.
a long time. Um, I became one because I love black and yellow, and I found a team that came with black and yellow. So I just stuck with it. Whether they win or lose, I'm still a diehard fan. It does not matter.
I grew up just outside of Pittsburgh, just across the state line in West Virginia, and so it's always been just a part of that was the local team, and I've just kind of my dad was a Steelers fan, my grandpa, his dad was a Steelers fan, so it's just kind of been a natural thing for me.
You were like, it was born in the blood.
Right? Yeah. My dad and his dad, my grandpa, they were both steel workers. They worked for Wheeling Pittsburgh Steel, so there was that connection. So.
Yeah, that's exciting. And how about you?
I became a Steelers fan the fall after we got married. I swore to him for years that I would not become a Steelers fan.
Nice job.
And then and then Juju came along and I kept hearing his name and I was like, okay, I gotta watch this kid. And it just kind of grew from there because I grew up in a Browns household.
Uh, when I was like 4 or 5, my family are big Steeler fans. And then I also went to St. Vincent College, which is their summer training camp. So for the years I was there, I would be there in the summer. In fact, I got to work with setting up the practices and that. So.
I grew up being a Pittsburgh Steelers fan from knee high to a grasshopper. My daddy used to lay on the couch watch football game, and that's the only thing we could watch with me and Joe Green and everything. So I ain't have no other choice but to be a Pittsburgh Steeler besides being a Dallas Cowboy. So you got to understand, Pittsburgh runs in our life, runs in my blood, black and yellow.
I've been a Steelers fan for, I want to say, oh man, 25, 30 years. Yeah, yes, ma'am.
So how did you become a Steelers fan?
My brother is a Steeler, and I started liking the team because he liked the team. So that's what, and then the players, I really enjoyed some of the old players that played, like Franco Harris and Lynn Swan, John Starworth, players like that.
Since I was 4 years old.
Wow, do you remember that moment when you knew you were a fan? Tell me about it.
Yeah, so my mom, I asked my mom why the Steelers stole stuff because I thought it was like stealing, but then she explained that it was like a type of resource or item, and it was a strong type of metal. So I wanted to be strong just like the Steelers, and that's how I became the Steelers fan.
Well, 22 years. I'm married into it. So originally from Baltimore, which I got booed, but I married into it. I fell in love with the game, and I've been a fan ever since. So
That's
22
awesome.
years.